My name is Melba Katindi. I'm a legal professional living and working in Kenya. My professional career has been largely focused on my passion to deliver health-related human rights and achieve social inclusion. I serve as a member of the Kenya Medical Research Institute Scientific Ethics Review Unit, and I'm the current chair of its Committee B. I recently completed a postgraduate diploma in bioethics, and I'm a proud alumni from CBEC. I have been involved in collaborative efforts by CBEC and Cambridge to strengthen bioethics capacity in Kenya. Nothing for us without us is a popular slogan here in Kenya that is based on the idea that no decision should be made, no action, no program, no policy should be formulated or implemented without the full and direct participation of those most affected. Within research, although there's been an increased call for meaningful involvement of affected communities, there's actually been minimal efforts to build research knowledge amongst these communities. Being the first of its kind in Kenya, this PGD project sought to introduce basic research ethics knowledge to community paralegals supporting key populations in Kenya. The overall goal of the project is to develop a knowledgeable researched population in Kenya. By targeting community paralegals, the project seeks to utilize this existing community empowerment structure as an effective resource to expand research ethics knowledge within informal community settings. Despite increase in a lot of education, a lot of bioethics projects are ongoing in Kenya to try and increase bioethics and research ethics knowledge. Laypersons such as key populations are not actively recruited into these programs, and these opportunities are not made accessible to them because they are mostly offered in formal higher education contexts. My PGD project was informed by this gap. I've been working closely with key population community paralegals as part of the national HIV response, and this is as a mechanism to address structural and legal issues that act as barriers on access to health services. This PGD project builds on this empowerment role that paralegals play within their communities. Over a period of 8 months, a series of sessions was held with community paralegals from key populations to discuss ethical issues in research involving vulnerable populations. Participants were led in sessions to reflect on the difficulties in the application of proposed standards in research involving key populations and within the African context. Is research on criminalized activities permissible? Can confidentiality be safeguarded? Are researchers obligated to report criminal activity by participants? Are financial incentives undue within these populations? Can they be safeguarded from criminal profiling? So there were many things that were discussed in terms of how to apply safeguards for vulnerable populations within the context of key populations, and were able to reflect on whether these protections were sufficient. Participants shared that although they were able or they were aware of consent forms and had used them during their participation in research, they had no prior knowledge that researchers had to comply with a set of standards required to safeguard research participants. In the end, 10 male and 10 female community paralegals from 12 organizations working with key population organizations across 6 counties in Kenya actually completed these sessions. I am very, very proud to have the first ever community group in Kenya that is informed in research ethics and that is providing peers with relevant, accurate information to ensure that they are able to protect their interests as they participate in research. This project demonstrates the potential that community paralegals present as an effective resource to scale up research ethics knowledge in populations that are supposed to benefit most from these protections. My plan is to advocate for increased resources and increased support to scale up and sustain similar initiatives so as to amplify community voices in matters of research ethics in Kenya and hopefully beyond. Congratulations to the amazing community partners, amazing, wonderful community paralegals who made this experience so worthwhile. And I thank you to CBEC and to CKBTI for believing in me and for supporting this initiative.